So this has been driving me absolutely mad. You start the Land Rover. This is an 07 Land Rover Range Rover L322, and that's what you get. A flashing light and the Land Rover screen. That's what you get the entire time. How do I fix this? Let's take a peek and see if this 5-minute fix actually fixes it. Okay, I'm here with the 2007 Land Rover Range Rover L322. If you follow this channel, you know I've been posting about this. Do I crush it or do I save it? I've decided to attempt to save it. But what's been driving me absolutely mad is the screen. You turn it on, it's just the Land Rover logo, and it stays like that. It's still drivable, it still works, but you get none of the infotainment, none of the 4x4 stuff, nothing at all. I'm told this simple fix should fix it. And the simple fix is the Bluetooth module. Evidently, the way that these work is, there's a fiber optic line that runs around the whole vehicle. The fiber optic line would go through various devices, various modules. The screen, as an example, the DVD player, and of course, the Bluetooth module. The intent is that module or that device picks it up and carries the signal on. Fiber optic, I'm no expert. I have not touched fiber optic in many, many years. In fact, it's probably been 15 years since I even thought about fiber optic, but I do know it's a light that basically goes through. It used to be like glass and you couldn't bend it. I think fiber came a long way, but it's a consecutive, light. And if that light is broken at any point, it's not gonna work. This Bluetooth module is the break in that fiber optic strand, I think, which is prohibiting all the other tech from working. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is get into the back. You're gonna wanna remove the side panel. It's just this panel right here. It sits in there and you can pop it right out, and you pop it out and put that to the side. Unfortunately, I have not fixed the tailgate on this yet, so I can't put the tailgate down, but I'm gonna get you in here a little bit closer and show you the Bluetooth module. Okay, so this is the back boot trunk area with a ton of electronics. Your DVD player, or the navigation system, which takes the DVD, your DVD and CD exchanger, not sure what that is. And then you have down here your Bluetooth module, up here your Bluetooth module. These are prone to getting moisture. This device sits on top and allegedly it can be the first to go. Now, what you're going to want to do is you can remove this Bluetooth module by using a hex bit up here. Now, I'm not replacing this Bluetooth module with anything. So this is the fiber optic line. You can push it in on the sides and pull it right out. And this line, one side goes through the Bluetooth module, it comes out, and it goes through the other side. So right now, there's a break in the fiber. It's not continuing the loop to get to the other devices. I want this loop to be complete. So you have few things you can do here. Some people talk about pulling the piece of fiber out on the left and putting it in here, and it creates that loop. Some people will replace the Bluetooth module. Cheapest I could find is 140 bucks. I have found none at junkyards. That was an eBay. What I'm gonna do is, for $10, I bought this loop. This is gonna basically allow one side of the fiber to go in and the other side of the fiber to come out. I think this is called a most loop. Don't quote me on that. I'll put a link to where I got this on eBay. It comes out of China. It took me about 2.5 weeks to get this, but it was 10 bucks plus it was only like $7 in shipping. And theoretically, I should be able to just plug this in. I want to make sure I'm doing it on the right sides here. Let me triple check. So it's going to go this way. And right now, theoretically, it's plugged in there. I've completed that loop now. So I'm going to keep the Bluetooth module in, but that loop should be, let's send the Bluetooth signal along the way. Now, if this works, I'm gonna be a very, very, very happy man if this actually works. It's not flashing anymore. That is a good sign. The orange is steady. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I can't even begin to explain how amazing this makes me feel right now. I talk to so many electronic companies that install stereos and they wouldn't touch this. $10, I have now fixed this. Oh my goodness. Let's not get too excited. Let's see if the radio actually works. Let's see if this works. I don't hear any music. Okay, so I have no audio. However, I noticed there was another loop installed on this guy, and that guy goes to a device down here, which I'm assuming went bad, or they thought it went bad. So I'm gonna plug this back in and see if that gets audio. If not, I'll put this bypass back on to keep that loop going, because I'm starting to be able to figure out what could be causing my issue here. So without putting this tailgate down, what a pain in my butt it is, but it should just slide right into the back of this. Let me try to move the camera and see if I can't get in there. So this device says Harman Kardon on it, or Harman Kardon, which is the audio system. So I guess there's a high probability that that went kapoop, or somebody was bypassing it, thinking it went kapoop. It sucks not being able to get this tailgate down to really be able to get in there. But I'm trying to get my hands in a position to plug this back in. Okay, so I got that other device that had the bypass unplugged down here, plugged back in. And sure enough, in doing so, I'm getting the issue that I had with the Bluetooth module. So I'm gonna have to bypass that, and that obviously is controlling my audio. So presumably to fix the audio, I'm gonna have to find a replacement for that. I haven't found one, an 07 Land Rover in the junkyard, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna take a picture of it though and do some research to see if I can't sort a replacement for that, but let me bypass it again. I should have known something was up when I saw that bypass, but I didn't even notice it last time. But we fixed one issue, and now we gotta think about another issue. So now I have that bypass plugged back in, and I start this vehicle now, and you can see it's steady. So it's completing that loop, and then I'll get my screen back here. And this was the main thing I was looking for. I really wanted to have this resolved so I could at least see my 4x4 information. I could see my MPG information, but without that unit, I am not gonna have audio, and it appears I can't even switch to like auxiliary if I wanted to just run a Bluetooth module. So the good news is my screen is working now. I have 4x4 information in a screen that actually turns on. Thumbs up, that fixed it. It was in fact the Bluetooth module. The bad news is another module was bypassed in there that controls all the audio, and I didn't know it was bypassed until just now. So if I want to have audio, I gotta replace that whole device. It must have gotten moisture or something at some point. So I'm gonna snag a photo of it and try to find a part to replace it with. However, I can't do a replacement until I can get this tailgate fixed, and it's driving me mad. I cannot get it unlatched on the other side. So this is Jason with jamzDOTnet, Cars, DIY, and Adventures. This is the 2007 Land Rover Range Rover L322. Crush it or save it, and I'm attempting to save it. Watch the other videos, and thanks for watching. I hope this Bluetooth module bypass was useful for you.